What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of 6K Psychos, now presented by Fantasy Points. So, very glad to partner with Fantasy Points yet again. I know I've done a lot with them recently, but they are now sponsoring and powering JerseyBetting.com, Jersey Betting YouTube, Jersey Betting Twitter. So, very thankful and happy to be partnering with them again. If you're new to the show, 6K Psychos is the only show in the entire golf community that is strictly dedicated to the 6K range. Very important. You need 6K guys to win. Everyone knows that. So what this is literally just a deep dive in the 6K range, 6'9" to 6 flat. If you've watched before, you know the deal. If you're new, welcome. So my goal is to hopefully get you on a few 6K guys you might not have looked at, and maybe they are in your winning lineup, in the winning lineup this week. So we're going to get to most names, try to be quick. This is my research too. So very informative, nerdy show. We're going to be looking at stats such as wedge play, 100 to 200, inside 200 yards, bentgrass putting, course history, of course, and that's about it for this week. This is not a show that is telling you why I like these certain stats. This is me already done my research. So how am I going to use these stats? So let's get into the board. We will start with Beau Hossler, 6.9K. And Beau Hossler is a guy I already know I'm going to like. I was close to betting him outright. So I already know he's going to be a guy that I'm going to write down. I'll just show you why. So Beau Hossler, I'd also shout out rickrungood.com, another, not sponsored, but another site that I use on a regular basis. Contact with Rick regularly, and he is very okay with me using this site. Okay, so Beau Hossler, a guy that just finished 25th at the Fortinet Championship, but what is really appealing to me is this 5.76 strokes gain on approach. Beau Hossler does not do this very much. And so when he does, if he's in a good appeal with his irons, I think it's time to hop on Beau Hossler. But I don't know if you want to bet him outright, but at 6.9K, it's a good play. I think he has some upside. We know he's going to putt it well. His best surface is bent grass, so that's all I need to see. Let's look at his course history because I think that is pretty decent as well. Toronto Children Open, Beau Hossler is 4 for 4 and made cuts. So I think Beau Hossler is a great play at 6'9", and I'm going to start my research with Beau Hossler making the list. So Beau Hossler, 6'9K. 6.9 Hossler. All right, let's dive into someone else. We will click on 6'9", Brendan Todd. Brendan Todd was a guy that modeled out for me, and it was mostly because of the putting, I would imagine. Missed the cut at the Sanderson, but before that, a 9th at the Fortinet where he gained 5.4 in approach. So maybe Hossler isn't gonna do that again. He's decent inside 200, 23rd, 98th, 117. So drops off as you get further away from the hole. It kind of checks out. Good on bent, and let's check his course history. I don't think it's anything special. Okay, 3 for 4 missed cuts with a 12th pace finish. I could do without Brendan Todd. We'll move on. And we want to be quick. There's a lot of guys in this range. We'll move on to Carl Yuan, a guy who hasn't really performed that well on the PGA Tour thus far. He has started twice, and he missed both cuts. Great. He was great on the Corn Ferry Tour. I'm going to wait and see on Carl Yuan. Chesson Hadley will go next. And this is a guy I love already. I bet him outright at 185 to 1, I believe. So Chesson Hadley. 3 straight missed cuts, but he's consistently doing okay with his approach. And that's where I like Chesson Hadley. He made me a lot of money in this summer end of season swing because when the approach is there for Hadley, you know the putter's going to be there. Just lost 3.5 strokes putting. I can promise you he won't do that again. He's great on bent grass, and he's great with these wedges. 52nd, 94th, 96, inside the top 100. I don't like bucket ranges, but when it's among 3 and they're consistent, I can get behind it. So course history-wise, let's check Chesson Hadley. He has played here a bunch of times, and he's got 3 top 10s. So 3 top 10s, played here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. He made the cut 6 out of 8 times, including 3 top 10s. I will run Chesson Hadley out here for sure. Okay, Chesson Hadley. We will move on to Matt Wallace. Matt Wallace, 21st at the Fortinet, 14th here last year. Let's look at his bucket ranges. So we like We like Chesson Hadley and Beau Hossler thus far. Let's look at Wallace. Let's see how he does with these. Is he good in these bucket ranges? Hadley Hostler. Let me write that down. Come on, website work. Gotta pull up Hostler. Wallace again. Matt Wallace. Is there Matt Wallace? There you are. All right. Solid. Solid. How is he on Bentgrass? He's a loser. 4 straight made cuts. Doesn't really move the needle for me. I will go live without Matt Wallace this week. Now we'll look at Michael Goligik and then MJ Duffy. Michael Goligik. Goligik, 6 out of 7 made cuts. 6 out of 8 made cuts. Decent with these wedges. Good on bent. This is best surface. Okay. And how has he played here? Those are 3 check boxes. 1 for 1 here. And he lost on approach, which is I don't see. I mean, he could lose on approach because Fortinet is a similar bucket ranges, maybe a few more long irons. I think Goligik is a decent option. I like the other 2 guys better. We will go to Goligik then Duffy. Turn my do not disturb on real quick. All right, Duffy made cut at the Sanderson. He missed his first cut on the PGA Tour this year, but he's ball striking it well, which is great to see. We don't have his Bentgrass stats thus far. Whoa. Yeah, we don't have his Bentgrass stats. How has he putting on Bentgrass in the past? He's just objectively a bad putter, and you're going to have to putt it well this week. I'll pass on Duffy. We'll move down to Austin Eckroach, a guy who I like every week, but he's just so bad at chipping. Yep, that checks out. Already lost both those weeks, and you're going to have to chip it here for sure. So I'll pass. I mean, you're not going to have to chip it, but there's some sneaky chipping areas of this course. Ches Reavie, 6'8", and then Chris Goddard up at 6'8". Reavie. I think Reavie is a decent play here. Reavie actually 2 straight missed cuts, lost on ball striking his first 2 starts, but he's really good with these wedges. I expect those ball striking numbers to come up big time. How is he on bent? He's about a 0. If there's some course history here, I can get behind Reavie for sure, and I'm sure there will be because he's a desert guy. Shriners, it's really not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 appearances, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missed cuts. I don't know how you can go to Reavie, especially if he's not hitting the ball well with that course history. All right, Reavie and then got her up. Rutgers, Jersey guy. Let's go. Him losing 3.7 off the tee will not happen again. Look how good he is off the tee. He is just a great ball striker. Look how good he is ball striking. We don't really know what we're going to get. He's never played here before. I think Goddard is one of the highest ceiling guys. If you want to be, he's going to be low owned this week. I think. It's kind of worn off. He's gonna get low owned. I like Goddard at 6'8". Don't know if I'm gonna play him though. Okay, Higo at 6'8". I'm a no on Higo. 3rd place last week, but look at the form before that. It was just so bad. And then we saw him at the Memorial finish 18th and hit the ball amazing, and then he went right back to shit. So he's a UNLV guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he contends, but I feel like he's going to be semi-popular at 6'8", for as popular as 6'8" can get. So I will be a no on Garrett Higo. I like Hostler and Hadley up top. Hostler, Hadley. We will go to James Hahn at 6'8", and I'm already a no on James Hahn every single week. He's too unpredictable. I feel like I'm a pretty decent handicapper and know when to predict guys who do good. That doesn't mean I'm a great DFS player. I'm telling I'm a good handicapper. I know who will play good. James Hahn is a guy I can never predict, and he's been like that his whole career. I'm a no on James Hahn. Patrick Rogers absolutely shit the bed at an event he should have done well at. So we will deep dive him now. So P. Roger missed the cut at the Fortinet, should have done well there. 54th at the Sanderson. Like he's better than this. He's hitting the ball okay. He's just putting horrifically. How is he on bent grass? And it's going to freeze on me again. How is P. Raj on bent grass? We will go back to his profile and find out. Rogers. Tony Rogers. Patrick Rogers should be better on bent than he is on Bermuda. Okay. Any course history for P. Raj? Patrick Rogers. I could see it right here. Patrick Rogers at 6'8". Missed his last 2 cuts here. 3 out of 4 missed cuts here. I'll be a no. Peter Malnati finished 45th at the Sanderson. Missed the cut here last year. Doesn't really move the needle with me for the irons. Ben Taylor finished 39th at the Sanderson, 25th at the Fortinet, and he played here in 2020, finished 29th. So that's some decent. That's decent. Let's see if we can find a bigger deep dive on Ben Taylor. So he's hitting the ball decent, and he's in good form. He hasn't missed a cut since July. Yeah, July. Has he played here before? If he's played here before, it'll be a sneaky play. Okay. What is it? Oh, yeah, it was that one, and he hit the ball awesome. That's enticing. Okay, I like that. Ben Taylor at, what's his price? 6'7"? 6'7", okay. So third name we got down. 6'7", Taylor. Charlie Hoffman, missed cut in his only appearance at this year at Fortinet. 2 out of 3 missed cuts here. I don't really like to play Charlie Hoffman. Dylan Fratelli, 13th at Sanderson, but he doesn't have a great course history here, and he's not good with his wedges. I like him in more long iron, difficult conditions. Hendrick Norlander, 24th at the Sanderson, 65th at 58th, and a missed cut here, so not great course history. Let's look at Norlander's. What he's doing. Okay, it's 6.3 last week, -4 the week before. Okay, inside 200 yards. How is he on? Be horrible on bent. I'm off of Norlander. Okay, well, we'll move on to Paul Haley II. He's got 2 made cuts in his PGA Tour debut, and he has not played here before, I believe. We will deep dive and see if that is the case. Yeah, he's never played here before, but decent ball striking, and he showed he could plop on the putting greens. Fortinet was POA. I'll wait and see on Paul Haley. Brandon Wu, a guy with upside at 6'6". You're getting he was priced way higher than this in the past. 39th at the Sanderson, 100th at the Fortinet, and then he missed the cut at the FedEx. 8th and a 30th to finish off a season at the Wyndham and the Rocket Mortgage. I was gonna get the Brandon Wu, but there was something that led me off of it, and let's see what it is. I think it was the wedge ranges. He was pretty damn bad in. He's a better long iron player. Okay. Not great on Ben either, and he missed the cut here in his only performance. I will pass on Brandon Wu, a guy who's not even playing great right now. David Lipsky. He missed his first 2 cuts, and he's never played here before. He's a guy with upside for sure. I don't know if this is his game. But yeah, better with his long irons. And look, I said I'm not. You never want to go and like just okay. He's horrible and he's good. He's 49th in 100 to 125, but he's horrible in 125 to 150. What happens if he's at 126? What will he do? Look, I'm not saying that these are end all be all stats, but like see when there's consistency. He's worse with his wedges, but he's better with his long irons. That's what I'm looking at. So okay, I'm bent. Never played her before. Not great with his wedges. I will pass. I like Hostler, Hadley, and Ben Taylor so far if you're joining late or you forgot. Okay, Harry Hall, Vegas guy. He might garner some ownership because he's a Vegas guy. 2 straight missed cuts, but he finished 8th here last year. He's an absolute bomber. If you want to take a flyer on Harry Hall, I don't hate it. I will not be joining the party. Michael Kim, I was very high on him coming into the season because his form was awesome at the Korn Ferry Tour. 2 straight missed cuts here, and he's missed his last 4 cuts at this event. So no for me on Michael Kim. Sam Ryder, a guy I never can predict. Sam Ryder is a guy who missed the cut at the Sanderson. I made the cut at the Sanderson, missed the cut at the Fortinet, and besides that, hasn't done great here as well. I'll move this as I'm just like talking through golfers. Okay, Stuart Sink, he was 45th at the Sanderson and missed the cut at the Fortinet. Missed the last cut here. Let's look at Stuart Sink because I feel like he's a guy who can make this cut at what? What's his price? 6'6". Okay. Let's look at Stuart Sink. I'll pull up my screen. Okay. Okay, Stuart Sink. Stuart Sink, okay, inside of 200. It's decent. How is he on bent grass? About a 0. And the course history wasn't too much for me. I already said that, but We'll look at a bigger level. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 made cuts. He's not going to lose 10 on approach. Make you lose. He could lose a stroke and a half. I don't hate Stuart Sink. I don't hate Stuart Sink. I'll 6-6. I'll go to. I don't want to break down everyone. I like Taylor better. I like Ben Taylor a little bit better. Okay. Stuart Sink. We'll move on to Zach Blair. Missed the cut at the Sanderson. Made the cut at the Fortinet. Finished 12th. 3 straight missed cuts at this event. We will look at Adam Schenk is a guy who I love. Okay, he's finished 3rd, 27th, and 18th here the last 3 years. Missed a cut, then a 20th year before that. Made one cut. It was the Fortinet, finished 55th, but it wasn't great. And then he missed the cut last week. But if you're looking at his stats, Adam Schenk, he is great on bent grass, and you still have course history. Not the best wedge player, but look at when he pops. He pops with approach, I'm saying. He gains 5. He gains 6. He gains 7. So if we're in for one of those pop Adam Schenk weeks with great course history, I can get behind that, and I bet him at 200-1. Austin Smotherman, 67th and 25th to start the season. Never played here before. Smotherman's a guy who is generally a good iron player. Yeah, across the board, good iron player. He's hitting the ball well for sure. Just not a good putter. Okay, not a bad putter. I thought he was going to be worse than this. Okay on bent. Smotherman's a guy with upside, and he usually garners ownership, but I'm seeing him a bit less than 1%. I don't hate Smotherman at 6'5". I think he can make this cut for sure. And I like Smotherman when he has no expectations. I'm going to write Smotherman down because he doesn't have any expectations. All right. We will move on to Ben Martin, a guy that I think I like. At least he modeled out for me, so we'll see. We'll see with Ben Martin. Let me do a deep dive on him. Ben Martin, he doesn't have enough stats to qualify. No, maybe I don't like him. Missed cut at the Sanderson, made the cut at the Fortinet. Nothing really crazy. Shriners, let's look at his course history. He's got to have a bunch of. He won this event, 14, but that was sandwiched around 2 missed cuts. Yeah, it doesn't really move the needle for me. Ben Martin. It was Ben Griffin. I think I like better than that. All right, Kevin Yu, 19th at the Sanderson. Missed the cut at the Fortinet. Played here last year and finished 27th. Let's deep dive Kevin Yu. Kevin Yu. Okay. Ball striking. That's what we like to see. Before that wasn't great. Before that was not great. But he's played here before and played well. What did he do strokes gain-wise when he played 27th? If he putt well, I'm in. He putt well. I'm so in. Kevin Yu at 6'5", is he? 6'5", Kevin Yu? Okay. So that's 5 names we like so far. Okay, Ryan Armour at 6'5". 13th at the Sanderson, 100 missed cut at the Fortinet, missed his last 2 cuts here. I can do without Ryan Armour. T Dunks missed his first 2 cuts here, was playing good to end this season. Is this a T Dunks course? Let's look. All right. He played well to end the season, hit it really well, but now he's hitting it bad. Now he gets it's just not working. Let's deep dive him again. Duncan. Now we're getting to a course where it might suit him better, but I like him on where driving accuracy is at a premium. So Tyler Duncan, stats. Okay, he's decent inside 200. How is he on bent? Loser, but he's a loser everywhere. Course history, let's look. 3 straight missed cuts? No. Okay, I like Kevin Yu and Austin Smotherman at 6'5". How many more 6'5" guys we have? One more, Vincent Norman. Missed the cut at the Sanderson, who I almost liked, never played here before. How is he hitting it? Norman with 2 O's, I believe. Is it 2 O's? 2 R's. I knew it was 2 something. Yeah, he hit horribly last week. I'll pass. I'll pass on Vincent Norman. All right, let's move on to the 6'4", guys. I will switch the ticker at the bottom. Austin Cook at 6'4". He lost in a playoff here before, I believe. Austin Cook. Yeah, 2021 lost in the playoff. 2 straight missed cuts. And he didn't finish well. And then he had 2 missed cuts before his playoff and then the 20th. I want to look and see how he was playing going into that second place finish. So we finished second here. He was hitting the ball. See a lot of green. We're not seeing nearly as much green here. Okay, Austin Cook, I'm out on. Okay, who's next? John Huh, a guy who I loved. He made me money at the Wyndham with the top 5 finish, was playing awesome. Now he's kind of hitting the ball poorly, but he has a 19th place here finish in 2021. Let's take a deeper look at John Huh. John Huh, yeah, he's hitting the ball poorly. He withdrew from, I think it was the St. Jude, yeah, and I think he's hurt. Okay. Mike Thompson, never in on Mike Thompson. Doesn't really move the needle for me ever. Nate Lashley, another guy, doesn't move the needle for me. 35th, 3 straight made cuts. Okay. At 6'4", we're looking for a made cut. So let's see what Nate Lashley brings to the table. 3 straight made cuts here. 3 straight made cuts on the PGA Tour. He's good inside. He's okay inside 100. How is he on bent grass? Not great. I don't hate it. Don't love it. Not going to play him. I don't want to play that many guys. I like to stick to my guys. Nicholas Lindheim is a guy who just crushes the ball off the tee. Missed the cut last week. Missed the cut in his only trip here. Ryan Moore, very accurate driver of the golf ball. 13th place here 3 years ago. Missed his first 2 cuts. Again, I like Ryan Moore when driving. Accuracy is at a premium at this point of his career. Augusto Nunez, 2 straight missed cuts. Never played here before. Pass. Brandon Matthews was like first-round leader or something last week. Did really well. Finished top 39. I think that's a peak performance for him at this point on the PGA Tour. Brent Grant, he missed his first 2 cuts. Never played here before. Chad Ramey, the flukiest. He's missed his last 5 cuts. Finished 14th here last year, though. Let's look at Ramey. Like the flukiest winner last year, for sure. So last 5 cuts, 60th cut, withdraw. And then he just won this out of nowhere. Bunakana. So weird. He's okay with his wedges. How is he on bent? He's okay on bent. Has he played here before? Yeah, he played. I think he missed the cut. Finished 14th. I just said that. That's sneaky. No one's playing Chad Ramey. He's been so bad, though. So bad. I just can't stomach Chad Ramey. But maybe it's that Chad Ramey is a guy you want to play because no one's going to play him. Look at his ownership is maybe 1%. All right. Who else are we going to look at? We will look at David Lingerth, a bomber. Missed his last 3 cuts on the PGA Tour. Finished 57th here in, 2018? Yeah, I can do without that. Doug Gim. He's going to be very popular at 6'3". Doug Gim, a notable difficult conditions guy. I can see him missing this cut on the number. We'll pass. Kramer Hickok. I like him when driving accuracy is important. 25th at the Fortinet. Missed the cut here in 19. 23rd here in 18. How is he in the bucket ranges? Let's take a deeper look at Kramer Hickok and see how he performs on this grass and how he's performed here. Kramer Hickok. He is not great on bent. He is not great with those wedges. That's all I needed to say. Who else do we want to look at? Matty Schwab, 100th at miscut. At the last event, which was the Sanderson Farms. Missed the cut. And he finished 51st at the wow, I'm drunk. Missed the cut at the Sanderson, finished 51st at the Fortinet. Schwab. Pass. All that for a pass. Patton Kazire, I thought I was going to make the cut at the Fortinet. He didn't. Missed the cut here last year, 24th, 42nd, and 4th 3 years before that. Let's take a look at Patton Kazire and see what drove those solid performances here in the past. So Patton Kazire, he is weird with his wedges. A little small gainer on bent grass. This is going to be no one's going to play him. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 6 made cuts, and it's fluky. See, I say he's weird with his irons, If he could put this together, I don't think he's got it right now to put he's got the pop approach week, he's got the pop putting week. Let's see if he's shown that in the last 5 weeks, like pops in each. No, he has not. So if he showed like a 1-on-1, I would get there, but he just has not. Okay. Patton Kazire, Vince Whaley made the cut at the Sanderson, missed the cut at the Fortinet. Ben Griffin, he finished 24th at the Fortinet, and he finished 4th at the Wyndham. Very fluky. Okay. Griffin. Damn, that's popping on approach. So he's got the ability to pop on approach. Has he played here before? If he's played here before, I'm in. No, he hasn't. I'm out. Right now we have 5 names. Bo Hassler, Tristan Hadley, Ben Taylor, Austin Smotherman, and Kevin Yu. Let's try to find some other guys down here at below 6'5". Danny Lee. Ever since he got rumored to go to LIV, he's been god-awful pass. Eric Barnes, he was higher priced at the U.S. Open, if that means anything. I think he's a difficult conditions guy. Jimmy Walker, he missed the cut, made the cut at the Fortinet. Let's look at Jimmy Walker because he took so much time off. I don't even see if he has enough stats to like count in these bucket ranges. No, he just does not. Course history. Shriners. Mixed bag with some upside pass. All right. We will look at, we're running down to the end now. Philip Knowles, 2 straight missed cuts to start his PGA Tour career. Never played here. Robert Streb, he's bad at golf. 2 straight missed cuts, but his last 2 appearances here were 27th and 4th. Let's see how he is in the bucket ranges. I don't think he's going to be good. All right, he's best surface is bent. That's one thing, and he's okay coming close. That's 4 out of 5 made cuts with legit upside. I think Streb is a decent play at 6'3" or 6'2". Okay, yeah, I like it. 6'2" Streber. All right. Danny Lee, talked about him. Scott Harrington, don't love. Andrew Landry, misses last 2 cuts, never played here before. See if we can find anyone now. I'm not gonna stop naming names, try to find someone that I like. All right, Nick Watney made his last 2 cuts, then tailed on the weekend, but that's okay at 6'1". Let's see if Watney brings anything to the table. Nick Watney made the last 2 cuts. He gained 4.5 strokes around the green. How the hell did he do that? Not great with these wedges. I mean, it's ugly down here. It's a 6K range. I'll try to find someone. Richie Rowensky, 3 out of 4 made cuts here. His last 4 trips. 2 straight missed cuts to start the season. Let's look at Rowensky and see if he is okay on any of these surfaces. He hasn't been good in approach. He's not good with these wedges, and he's okay on bent. But let's see the course history. You got to find one thing to lead you on one of these guys. 3 out of 5 made cuts. I don't hate it, but try to find something better. As Rowensky at 6'1". Tyson Alexander never played here before. It hasn't made a cut yet. Duff Daddy, no. Max McGreevy, 6K min. He just might be the guy. We'll look. We don't always get someone at 6K. Sometimes I find gems, but sometimes I don't. He's decent inside these wedge ranges, and we know that because that's what he did for us at the Wyndham. And wait. Has he played here before? I don't believe so. Okay, I think McGreevy's a guy with upside, but I don't want to stomach playing him. Right. Yeah, that about does it for me. I don't like anyone. So let's recap. I like 6 guys in the 6K range. That's where I'm going to be spending my 6K dollars. I'm up top, I like Bo Hostler, Tristan Hadley at 6'9". 6'7", I like Ben Taylor. 6'5", I like Austin Smotherman and Kevin Yu. And then 6'2", I like Robert Streb. So thank you for joining me. This is a quick, informative show. Deep dive the 6K range, damn near every player. No one else is doing that. So I hope you're getting something out of this. Hope I'm getting you on to someone. Hope maybe if someone I just mentioned their stats, you like something I said, that's a win for me too. So Appreciate you guys watching. I will catch you next time. Peace.